Hi guys, welcome back to Ex-Mormonism. I don't even know where to start. I know you guys probably saw the title and clicked on the video. I haven't really prepared a lot for what I want to say. It'll be 6 years ago next month from when I posted my first video on YouTube. When I made that video, I was pretty fresh out of the Mormon church and having a lot of feelings about it. I'd gotten in a fight with my dad the day before where he'd said that good for you, you left the church, but keep your mouth shut about it. And I was having a lot of feelings about that. And so the first video that I ever made, I made with the intention of venting my feelings, not keeping my mouth shut about it, because all of the ex-Mormons who had led me to the point where I was at, I felt a lot of gratitude towards them for helping me reach that point. I felt a huge desire for a community after feeling like I'd lost the one that I had. So, you know, initially the first video I made was for myself, to get those feelings off my chest, and also to let other people know if they were feeling similarly to me, that they weren't alone. And I never in my wildest dreams would have expected that that YouTube video would get more than like 300 views. And it did, like, easily. I think way more than that in the first day. And people asked me to keep making videos. And I felt very passionate about talking about cults and Mormonism specifically. But religion and cults and all of that stuff was very fascinating to me as somebody who was freshly getting out of it, who had had a worldview fed to me my whole life and was learning differently. And I had a lot of fun making videos, and I really truly enjoyed it. And I enjoyed making a community out of it, branching out from YouTube to also do TikTok, to make short form content. That's where I found a lot of people that didn't know anything about Mormonism, and they were hearing all of these new crazy things for the first time. So I really enjoyed that as well. And I've had, over the last few years, a lot of really cool opportunities to network with other ex-Mormons, to go on podcasts, to meet really interesting people, and I've made a ton of friends. A lot of really, really incredible people. I was talking to one of those friends the other day, and as we were chatting, she made the comment that she really wasn't interested in Mormonism anymore. And I never expected how hard that sentence would hit me, because I realized I felt the same way. And I wouldn't say like entirely, but like I really was like, wow, that I have those same feelings. And it's not that I'm just completely uninterested in the subject, because I think a part of me always will be. It was such a big part of my life, and it has evolved into something different than I ever would have expected. Most of my family are still members. That's my heritage. You know, that's where I come from for a lot of generations back. Most of the people in my genealogy that I still have like any pictures of, actual photographs of, or a lot of their history through letters and things like that, almost all of those people are Mormon. And so when I learn more about my past and my family and where I came from, a lot of it is just Mormonism. And I still have a really huge interest in cults and religion in general, and the way that it affects people. And I've thought over the years that as my kids got older, that I would have more time. When my kids all entered elementary school, I thought I'm going to start making 2 videos a week because I'm going to have more time. And I have found myself so busy that I haven't been able to concentrate as much on making videos as I wanted for the last year or so. And let me just say this, I am not totally done. I plan on continuing to make videos in some capacity. I think I'll stay on TikTok where I can make short form content. I think that I will still post YouTube videos occasionally. I just don't think it's going to be every single week anymore. I still have a couple videos planned that I've been working on that I really want to make. Mainly working on that series I've been doing where you guys share stories about apostles that you've met, and I compile those stories for a video. I've been working on one about the current prophet Russell Nelson that I would really like to share, so that video is still coming probably next week. But I am planning on scaling it back. I'm planning on making less videos on YouTube specifically. I actually took down my Facebook page, I think a couple months ago, and I've scaled back on posting on Instagram. I stopped using Twitter a long time ago. I don't feel passionate about making YouTube videos the same way I used to, and I have a lot of other things going on that I want to focus on. And I've had so many comments over the years of people telling me like, never stop doing this. Please never stop making videos. And I understand where that sentiment is coming from. And I hope that this doesn't disappoint too many people. And I'm really grateful that you guys have watched and cared and supported me and supported my husband as we have gone through our ex-Mormon journey. But I think that I'm ready to take things in a different direction, and I hope that you guys can still support that as well. One of the things that has been taking up a lot of my time and attention is actually my mom and her boyfriend decided that they want to have a farm, which is something that, like, I grew up on a farm. It's something that my family did a lot, and I never, you know, a lot of things changed in my family after I reached adulthood, and I never thought that farming is something that they would get into again. But she and her boyfriend have decided that that's what they want to do. And they have also decided that they want to like do social media and share the animals, and at some point, you know, maybe have like a petting zoo kind of thing, open it up to the public and be able to share the love of animals with other people. And I have been helping them get their social media up and running, and it's something that like I've been having a lot of fun with, and that's taking up a lot more of my time than I expected it would when they started doing all of this. But like, I'm really enjoying it. It's something that I am having a lot of fun with and that I want to continue participating in. And that's one of the reasons that I'm ready to back off a little bit from this YouTube channel so I can focus more on the farm. So I'm mostly helping with like filming and things like that, but I'm gonna make occasional cameos over there. So I'll leave the links to their social media if you want to follow along with that, because that's going to be part of my new journey as well. I also have an alternate TikTok account that I don't post about Mormonism on. I've had it for like, I don't know, maybe over a year. So if you want to keep up with things that I'm doing that are not Mormonism related, I'll leave that link in the description too. But yeah, there's also been some health related things that have been going on in my family that is taking up more of my time than I expected. So anyway, there's just like a whole lot of things that have led me to the decision to scale back on YouTube. And like I said, I'm not completely quitting. I'm not completely retiring, being done with it altogether. You're still gonna see me on YouTube occasionally. And if you wanna follow me on TikTok, I think I'll still be making videos on there pretty regularly, but I'm going to put more time into other projects and less on YouTube. I can't thank you guys enough for following along and supporting me on this journey, and honestly being such a huge source of love and kindness and acceptance and comfort over the years. At the time when I left the church, that was one of, if not the hardest things that I'd ever had to do. And it was something that I would have never in a million years thought would happen. I thought that I would always be a member of the church and always believe it with my whole heart. And now, with hindsight, looking back, I'm so glad that I left. I'm so glad I started a YouTube channel, that I built a community of people that were like-minded, that understood what I'd been through, and that were able to support me through this extremely difficult transition. I don't know why I'm feeling so emotional. It's not like I'm saying goodbye forever. It's just strange after 6 years, almost 6 years of weekly YouTube videos, to be saying that I think that I'm done doing that. It's not the end of it forever. I just won't be here as often. If you still want to keep up with other projects that I'm doing, like I said, there's the farm account and my other TikTok account that doesn't have to do with Mormonism. I will still be running my Ex-Mormonism TikTok account as well, so all of those links are in the description. And keep an eye out here because I will occasionally still be posting YouTube videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.